Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about healthy foods are in fact high in sodium. Did you know that about 90% of Americans 2 years old or older consume too much sodium? Sodium may be a mineral that happens naturally in many of foods we eat, and therefore the body needs a small amount of sodium to function. Most of our dietary sodium comes from the processing of the foods we eat. Here are healthy foods that tend to be high in sodium. 1. The greatest source of sodium: bread. According to the CDC, bread is not the favorite salt contributor to the American diet. Although many of us don't expect salt to be in bread, many factors added to preserve taste and help the grains last longer. Biscuits are a number of the worst, with one roll providing you with 589 mg of sodium. If you're trying to cut down on salt, then you must buy low-sodium bread, says registered dietitian Elizabeth Morgan. She finds bread with but 5% of your recommended salt intake, like sodium-free whole wheat bread. 2. Soy sauce has more salt than most people think. Sure, soy sauce can make many foods taste better, but many of us underestimate how much salt is during this condiment. A single tablespoon provides 879 mg of sodium, and most of the people use over that. Even low sodium varieties have around 533 mg. The fermentation process requires a lot of salt, explained registered dietitian Monica Oslander-Moreno. Rather than counting on soy sauce, Oslander-Moreno recommends flavoring your meals with wasabi, ginger, pickled vegetables, or spices. You will also swap soy for liquid aminos, which have the same flavor. 3. What to search for while sausage shopping? Sausages are often a healthy source for protein if you look out for salt. Counting on the kind of sausage, you would possibly be looking at 826 mg of sodium per link. Hot dogs are even as bad. Each one contains around 620 mg of salt. If you would like to find a healthy sausage, look for ones with high meat content. Consistent with wholesome child, search for one with around 85% meat. It will have less sodium and preservatives. For better heart health, pinpoint sausages with about 8% saturated fat. 4. Try to buy light sodium lunch meat. Lunch meats are processed and preserved to remain fresh for a long time. Due to this, they need a powerful amount of salt. Depending on type of meat, a single slice could have around 362 mg of salt. Even low sodium varieties contain around 114 mg. Some brands like Boar's Head have meat with no salt added and only 55 mg of sodium. The downside? It doesn't last as long within the fridge. 5. Tomato-based condiments have the worst sodium levels. According to the American Heart Association, tomato-based sauce are some of the most common sodium additions to a person's diet. Ketchup is not the main culprit. 1 tablespoon contains 154 mg of salt. Canned marinara sauces may need low sodium containing on which brand you buy. Although some people don't know this, most barbecue sauce is formed with ketchup. By eating 2 tablespoons of sauce, you will receive 394 mg of sodium, or 70% of your recommended daily intake. Tomato-based condiments are best consumed in moderation. 6. 4 slices of bacon increase the risk of heart disease. Like many processed meats, bacon is high in salt. It undergoes a curing process that fills it with sodium, nitrates, and other additives. A single slice gives you 137 mg. February 2020, a study in JAMA Internal Medicine discovered that only 4 slices of bacon can raise your risk of heart condition. You can eat bacon carefully, but don't overindulge. Harvard Harvard researcher Marianne Farvid told Life Science that removing bacon from your diet is small but meaningful. If you would like a less sodium-dense alternative, try turkey bacon. 7. Even healthy frozen dinners are salty. Even if you buy a healthy, low-calorie frozen dinner, you will still consume a lot of sodium. The Daily Mail reported that a number of the smallest amounts of healthy frozen dinners can have over 2,000 mg of sodium. Meanwhile, low sodium and healthy meals still have between 3,000 mg and 8,000 mg. According to the FDA, a frozen meal has got to have about 600 mg of salt per serving to classify as healthy. Even so, if you are monitoring sodium, you would possibly want to remain far away from frozen meals generally.